Hello, children. Good morning to you all. How are you all? I hope you all are fine at your home. So, once again, I welcome to you all in our EVS lecture, lesson number 13, and our topic is safety. So, children, today we will learn about the safety part 2. Before that, we learn the previous revision of safety that I have explained you that what is a safety, where you have to follow the rules of the safety. So we will do the revision of this point. Second, I will explain you that safety at home. At home, how you stay safety. And the most important point which I will discuss with you is no touch. So today I will explain you the 3 points. First is previous revision of safety, that what is a safety, what is the meaning of the safety, where you have to follow the rules of the safety. And the second is safety at home, and the last is no touch. So all of you are ready? Fine. So before I explain you that safety at home, children, I would like to tell you that what is a safety. Safety means to stay away from danger. We must follow the safety rules while traveling, at home and outside. Anywhere you go, you have to be safe. Safety means to protect oneself from any harm. We should always follow the certain safety rules, which I will explain you in this session. Clear? And we also need to be careful to avoid the accident and injuries. So these is known as a safety. Before I have explained you that on the road, how can you take care yourself on the road? We all know that the roads are always busy. The vehicles are constant going. Clear? And there are many vehicles moving on the roads. At that time, what happened? We have to follow the safety rules while moving on the road. What you have to do? We have to follow the traffic rules. At the road crossing, the traffic policeman controls the movement of the traffic. And we also see the traffic signal at many roads crossing. You all have seen or not? There are the traffic sign also and traffic signals also on the crossing. And there are many rules of the road safety. The first, I have also explained you that walk only on the footpath. We have to walk on the footpath because on the road at the side, the footpath is made for us to walk. Clear? So on the footpath only we have to walk. The second point is always cross the road at the zebra crossing and obey the traffic lights. These also you all know well that there are the zebra crossing. So there in zebra crossing, the black and the white strips are there on the road. So we have to cross from that zebra crossing. And if there is no zebra crossing, then what you have to do? First you have to look right, then left and again right before crossing the road. And you have to not play on the road. Playing on the road is not safe. Accident occurs if you will play on the road. So these are some points which I have discussed with you. In the bus also, you do not have to get in or off on the moving vehicle. Don't put your head or your hands out of the window. So these are the points while you are going on the bus. In the same time, when you are traveling by car, the car also you have to be careful whether the door is locked or not. You have to wear the seat belt. And in this also, the very important point is that you should not disturb the driver. You should not disturb the driver. These are the few points regarding the safety on the road, the safety in the car or on the bus. Clear? And the last point also I have explained about at the school. In the school, how should you be careful? You take care of self. In the school also, don't run in the class. If you will run around the classroom, what happens? You may get hurt. You may get hurt in the bench or the desk. And whenever you go upstairs or you come down, you have to make a single line and go up or down the stair. These are the few points you have to remember. You have to follow whenever you come to school. And if your friend or you get hurt in the school, what you have to do? Immediately you have to inform to your elder or the teacher, and they will give you a first aid or call the doctor if it's necessary. So you have to remember the few points which I am repeating, that we need to be careful to avoid accident and injuries, and we must follow the safety rules everywhere on roads, at school or at home. So I think till here you all are clear with this point. So let's start the safety at home. Though we have take care ourselves on the road also, at the school, bus, at the same way we have to take care ourselves on the at the home also, because home is where we are safe and protected. All are thinking that at home we are very safe, but then also we need to follow some important safety rules inside the house also. So what is this? This is a very dangerous things which is in our home and especially in our kitchen. So do not play with sharp things like knife, blades and scissor. All these things are very sharp and it might get cut your finger. So do not play with sharp things like knife, blade or scissor. These also are very dangerous things. The pins are there, the nail cutters are there, knife, scissor, cutter. So all these things cut your fingers. So don't play with all these things. Clear? Now what is this? The two child is doing what mischief? One is putting the plug in the sockets and other is putting his finger on the in the fan. So do not touch electrical wires, switch and gadgets. You may get an electric shock. You all know you may get the electric shock. Yes. So do not touch electrical things with a wet hand. Now you know what is the meaning of wet hands, W-E-T, wet hands. When you wash your hand is very watery. So this hand is known as a wet hand. So opposite of wet is dry. So don't touch the electrical appliances with a wet hand. Now what this kid is doing, he is touching the gas. He is touching the matchstick. So do not play with the matchstick and a fire. Stay away from gas, stove, ovens, matchstick, mixer, grinder. All these things are very dangerous. So don't touch it and don't play with all these things, because these things make you harm. So always stay away from the gas stove, ovens, toasters and irons. What happen? You can get burned. Now this session is very important, because in this session I will teach you a very important point, and this point is very small, but it is very important to learn in your life. So this point is no touch. You all know what is the meaning of touch is. Yes, the touch is of two types of the touch. So it is an acting of touching someone or something. If you touch someone or something, it is one kind of act, and touch gives feeling. Whenever anybody touch you, you get some feel. Sometimes you are sad, sometimes you are angry, afraid and happy. So today we will discuss about this. The topic is no touch. So once again I like to read this line, that it is an acting of touching someone or something, and touch gives feeling sad, angry and happy. Clear? Now there are two types of touch is there. Two types. You can see in this pic, one is a good touch and other is a bad touch. Now good touch means it is a safe touch which our mother, father, grandfather, parents all do with us, and the other is a bad touch. So it is very important to learn the difference between the good touch and the bad touch. Children, hear carefully what teacher is telling, that there are how many types of touch is there? Two types. One is a good touch and the bad touch. Good touch is a safe and bad touch is unsafe. Now I will teach you that what is a good touch. Good touch can be a hug or kiss from your parents and grandparents. This gives you a happiness, it gives you the freshness when your parents, your mother or your grandparents hug you or kiss you. And you like these things very much. When you are doing something, your mother come and hug you, or you go and hug your parents. So it is a good touch and it gives you the good feeling. Touch gives us many types of feeling: sad, angry, afraid and happy. But in good touch, our parents and grandparents, our elders touch us. At that time we feel happy. It can be a pat on the back from your teacher when he or she say good job. Children, many times I have also done with you that whenever you have completed your classwork or whenever you have given your test properly, at that time what I am doing with you all, I am putting my hand on your back and I am telling you all that very good, you have done very good job. So it is a good touch when a teacher is telling you a very good, or a teacher is putting a hand on your head. That is also give you a good feeling, it give you a happiness. So it is also a good touch. So including parents, grandparents, the teacher which you like, and she give you a good touch, at that time also you will feel a happiness. Now this is a bad touch. Till here we have learned about the good touch, and now I will tell you about the bad touch. What is a bad touch? When someone touches you on your body where you don't want to be touched, if any stranger or anybody touch you in your body, and at that time you are agree that this part no one should touch, and it gives you a very bad feeling, it gives you a angry or afraid. So when someone pinches you or when someone touches anywhere, any parts of your body, at that time you feel very bad. So it is a bad touch. And as the same way, in a good touch, when someone touch you, you feel happy. And when in the bad touch, if someone touch you, at that time you feel the scared or nervous. Scared means you become a scared. What is this happening with me? And you become nervous that how can I will tell these things to my elders. So be careful of the stranger, and anytime, anywhere, anybody do with you this type of mischief, immediately you have to inform to your teacher or to your parents. Don't keep this all things in your mind. Clear? Now, a bad touch, it is a bad if that touch makes you feel scared and nervous. If someone come and touch you, if someone come and pinch you, at that time you feel very scared and very nervous. Now what will happen? Clear? So it is a bad touch. Now, there are some parts of our body we might not like people to touch. These are some parts. For example, face. If any stranger touch your face, you did not like. You feel that give them a tight slap. Their shoulders, your tummy, your thigh, and your feet. These are some parts which you do not like the people can touch all this part. And some parts of your body which are bad to touch, and that is your private part. So the parts of our body which we might not like people to touch is a face, shoulders, tummy, thigh, feet, and your private parts. All of you clear with this point, dear? Fine. So what is a touch? Touch means touch are of two types, good touch and a bad touch. I have explained you what is a good touch. Good touch means a safe touch, and bad touch mean a unsafe touch. Now what does good touch, what does a touch means? It is an acting of touching someone to something, and touch gives us some feeling. It gives us the feeling of sadness, angry, afraid, and happy. So we have parts of our body which are good to touch, and some parts are okay to touch while other are bad to touch. That parts you never to touched by anyone. So parts of our body which we might not like people to touch are face, shoulders, tummy, thigh, and feet. And parts of our body which are bad to touch are our private parts. All of you clear with this point, dear? And the very important that if someone do this type of thing with you all, what you have to do? You have to immediately tell to your elders, tell to your parents, to your grandparents, to whom you have a faith. Don't keep all these things in your mind. Clear? And the best thing is that if someone do in this type of things, say no to the person who is trying to touch you. Say big no, no to the person who is trying to touch you and shout from there, bite them and run from there. Clear? No one will tell you anything why you are doing this type of things. So yell and tell. Say no to the person who is trying to touch you. Show your guts, show your strength. Clear? So what is a touch? We all have heard. Okay, there are many people's children. There are many people who might want to hurt you, who might try to give you the hurt. So we must take care ourselves and be careful to such people. All are not this type of people, but some are there who want to hurt us. At that time, what we have to do? We must take care of ourselves and be careful to such people. If someone touches us in a way that makes us uncomfortable, try to hurt us and gives us the scared feeling, nervous feeling, what you have to do? We must say no and move away and immediately inform our elders whom we trust. And this is for our own safety. You have to take care of your own self. So in this entire chapter, this point is very important, which you have to learn. And tell your parents about this also, that today we have learned about the two type of touch, good touch and the bad touch. And only our parents and grandparents have the right to touch your body. Others person say no, those who are trying to touch you. All of you clear? So I hope that this chapter has cleared in your mind. Yes or no? Fine. So today what we have learned, just revise once again, that today I have teach you about the touch. There are good touch and a bad touch. And the safe touch is known as a good touch and unsafe is a bad touch. Clear? And what you all have to do? You all have to show your guts whenever anybody do you touch some parts of your body. At that time, immediately inform to your elders to whom you trust. All of you clear? And this all thing is of your own safety. This is for your own safety. So I think you all have understand this chapter properly, dear. Fine. So you all have to learn this chapter very well. Read the chapter and understand it and listen this video twice. So till that, all of you take care and have a nice day. Goodbye.